Your business is running smoothly and you have money to invest, but where do you start? I'm Jay Gagnes and I help make Canadian business owners' goals a reality with innovative financial advice. I'm going to teach you how to take control of your wealth and make your money work for you with the ultimate guide to successful investing for business owners. Investing as a business owner is much different than investing as an individual. But many business owners are still looking at RSPs and TFSAs as the focus of their investment strategies. When you leave money in your corporation, you save a layer of tax. When you put money in RSPs and TFSAs, you pay an additional layer of tax. We had one client that had a $60,000 tax bill because he'd taken a whole bunch of money out of his corporation and put it into his TFSA, not realizing that in order to do that, you had to pay personal tax on that money before putting it into your TFSA. Investing as a business owner leads to much more opportunity that allows for you to grow your money in a much more effective way inside your corporation with many tax advantages. Doing that will result in you having full control over the money, full access to the money, and the ability to invest in a much broader range of vehicles such as real estate, your business, yourself, or of course the stock market. When we look at how we're going to do that, we always look back at the fundamental basics of starting with a goals-based approach. What is the time frame? What are you trying to accomplish? And what do you want that money to do for you? When we get clear on those, we can then build an investment strategy that helps you accomplish your goals and dreams and make sure that you get there on time. One of the most valuable ways to do that is through what is called a corporate class structure. And right now today is the most effective time that we have seen in years and years and years to invest in a corporate class structure. What a corporate class structure does, it is essentially converts interest income over to capital gains. Right now we are seeing interest yield up at 6, 8, 9, even 10%. But if you're invested in those types of vehicles, you're going to pay 50% tax on the income. If you're in corporate class vehicles, it converts that to capital gains, which is one of the most valuable and efficient tools to invest in when you have a corporation. So step number one, make sure you get clear on your goals and then look at a corporate class environment to ensure capital gains exposure. Once you have that capital gains exposure, you then have access to what's called the Capital Dividend Account. The Capital Dividend Account allows for you to take half of the gains out of your corporation completely tax-free, which results in a much, much better tax situation down the road. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. So if you look at planning for retirement, and you have RSPs, or if you have dividends coming from your corporation, those are fully taxable vehicles, which would result in potential OAS clawbacks, potential higher tax brackets. If you have corporate class and capital gains types vehicles, it's going to result in you having tax-free income coming from your corporation. So what is included in the Capital Dividend Account? There's 3 components. One, any sales of other businesses, which we're not going to include for today's examples, real estate, capital gains type stocks, and life insurance proceeds. So we want to make sure that we have investments in those types of vehicles, which all qualify under the corporate class umbrella, to make sure that that money's coming out of your corporation completely tax-free. We had one client that actually had a significant real estate portfolio that he had sold many, many properties over the years. And we were trying to build a strategy of how to get this money out of his corporation completely tax-free. And when we built the strategy, we got his accountant to check his CDA credits, which have never been checked. And he had $800,000 available to come out of the corporation completely tax-free, which resulted in us having to do very minimal planning to lower his tax exposure when he wanted to pull that money out. So when you're investing in your corporation, get clear on your goals, get clear on your time horizon, start using corporate class vehicles, one of the most valuable vehicles, especially today, to convert interest income into capital gains income, and make sure that you're getting access to a capital dividend account credit to allow for half of those gains to come out of your corporation completely tax-free. You're not paying any second layer of tax, You're not going to get OAS clawbacks if you stay under that threshold, and you're getting more money in your pocket completely tax-free, so you're winning and not CRA. Always important to make sure you have access to the funds so you can invest in your business and you can invest in yourself if those are other goals and plans that you may want to do. But ultimately, you want to get clear that that money is staying in your pocket and not CRA. A few things that you want to consider before setting up your investment structure inside your corporation are getting really clear on your goals. If you don't know where your goals are, then your money isn't necessarily going to be allocated to the right areas and aligned with accomplishing them. So we want to get very clear on our goals so our investment structure and strategy is clear. When you're invested in the short term, you can't be invested in things like real estate or invest in higher risk investments, whereas if you want that money to be available long term, you can do those types of things. If you want short-term goals and short-term investments, we want to be in safer things like bonds or GICs or very low risk stocks. So get clear on your goals and make sure that your investment portfolio is allocated to accomplishing those goals. Number 2 is how much risk do you want to take on? What comfort level do you have with fluctuations within your account? If your account is down 10%, is it something that's going to keep you up at night or something that you're not going to be comfortable with? So what comfort level do you have with risk to make sure that that risk connection is associated with your goals and that you're comfortable with the fluctuation within your account? Many investors do not like taking on risk and want a slow, steady return. Other investors may be very comfortable with lots of volatility in your account and being able to ride those ups and downs over a longer time horizon. So what risk are you comfortable with inside of your portfolio? Number 3, what is your time horizon? So how long are you going to have this money invested for? Do you want this money invested just for a couple months or a couple years? So you want to have access to it to accomplish a short-term goal and allocate money towards something that you need in the short time period? Or is it something that's much longer term, or you're using it for retirement or even leaving as a legacy to your kids? So getting clear on your time horizon is also very, very important. And finally, making sure that your portfolio is well diversified and making sure that you have allocation to many different investment vehicles so you're not taking on too much risk in one specific area. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when new content is uploaded. If you're interested in learning more, click here to take a look at more videos.